Okay, this is my patient, Carol. This is Mrs. Clausen. She's been quite difficult all morning, but we finally got her subdued.
Let me see if I can help you with that.
Okay, you're going to teach me something here, aren't you?
I don't know. I've been told you're very difficult to teach, so I'll give it my best try.
I think everybody in this room would agree with you. Yeah.
Okay. We talked about what we could demonstrate really quickly in terms of really looking at the technology. So I thought that we could quickly look at a skin assessment. We look at a lot of things when we assess the skin in terms of the overall patient, but for this particular demonstration, we have to focus on one aspect of skin assessment, which will be assessing for mobility and turgor of the skin. And Lois, if you recall from class, if you did ever attend class, that is. And I
Us busy.
questions right now. That when we're assessing for mobility and turgor, for mobility, we're looking at how the skin is easily displaced from its point. Okay, and when we're looking at turgor, we're looking at how quickly or how well does the skin return to its place. And why that's important is because when we're looking at mobility in terms of assessing that, mobility, if the skin doesn't displace easily, that could indicate a problem that we may have to go further with in terms of edema, so that it would be more difficult to displace the skin, and then in returning the skin to its normal place, if it was more difficult to do, that could indicate dehydration. So again, when we're assessing, what we're trying to do is we're always looking for the normal, because in order to identify the abnormal, we need to know the normal first. Okay, so I've described...
I think we might have some trouble with this patient. I don't know how normal she is, but we'll see.
Okay. So I know you've done your reading, your preparation for lab and your reading.
Yeah, absolutely.
When we talk about assessing for mobility and turgor, so then we're going to do mobility first. So we'd like to displace.
I'm just getting people to come.
Okay.
To come around back so they can see your face.
Okay, so we'd like to displace the skin. To test for that. Now, I would like you, just from your reading and that, would you go ahead and show me how you might displace the skin? Okay, now, just as you start to, there are two ways that you can, or two areas that you can do that in. Another area that you can check for displacement is right below the clavicle, so a big fold of skin right below the clavicle. But for ease of assessment, we can always do the back of a hand. A lot of times you'll see that on the ward and that in terms of assessing. So would you go ahead and show me how you think that you might displace the skin?
Okay, well, can you watch me here? I'm not sure I know what I'm doing. No, Mrs. Clausen, I've got my instructor right here. She's going to guide me through. So, like, is this what you mean, Carol?
Not really, Lois. I see you haven't done your reading. Anyways, what I'll do is you watch me and I'll show you how it should generally be done. Okay. So there's the back of the hand, and you would lift the skin, okay, and then let go. So you want to lift, you don't want to pinch at the side. You want where you can get maximum skin displacement so that you're able to assess, is the patient, do they have edema or do they have, dehydration, some other problem. So again, you watch, okay, so again, we'll do it together. So
okay, so I'm pinching up the skin.
Okay, pinch it up.
And then I'm dropping it, and it goes back.
And it should, so in the normal findings, the skin should return or recede promptly, okay? So again...
So my readings are coming back to me now, though, Carol. So if I lifted it up, if I lifted the skin up and it didn't go back, could that indicate that maybe she's dehydrated?
Yes. And again, that's what we're looking for. Again, just to emphasize that we're always looking for the normal so that we know that we can assess for the abnormal or recognize when there's something not right. So if you lifted if you lifted the skin up and it took a fair amount of time it didn't just sort of snap back, because when we're looking at mobility in turgor, we're looking at the elasticity of the skin, right? How elastic, so like a rubber band, it snaps and then comes back to place. So if, for example, you did that and the skin sort of stood up like that, that's called tenting, okay? So the skin doesn't recede as quickly and it sort of forms a tent.
Okay.
Okay, so that would be an abnormal finding, or something that you would have to investigate further. There could be other reasons, but you definitely would, that doesn't fall within the normal range of findings.
Okay.
Okay,
Okay, thanks, Carol.
thank you very much.
I learned something too.
Yeah. And it was 5 minutes when I actually had to be nice to you.
And our patient made it through.
She did.
Yes.
She did.
I have purple marks.
Give her, no, I didn't even leave bruises on her. So give her a round of applause.